Senator Thom Tillis takes a nothing-to-lose approach during a scathing CNN interview. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, we have this news from HuffPost. Outgoing North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis, the Republican, went all in on his criticism of President Donald Trump and his administration during a scorched-earth appearance on this weekend's State of the Union on CNN. Seeming to embrace a nothing-to-lose strategy while talking to CNN's Jake Tapper, he railed against a potential peace deal with Iran, the president's freshly allocated Anti-Weaponization Fund, and Trump's candidate of choice in a hotly contested GOP runoff for a U.S. Senate seat in Texas. Tillis, who last year announced he would be retiring when his term wraps up at the start of 2027, called the Department of Justice's $1.776 billion settlement pool for what it described as victims of lawfare, a bogus payout pot that he found to be stupid on stilts. You're talking about people who assaulted Capitol police officers on January the 6th, 2021, were then convicted, he said. Many of them pled guilty, or they were convicted by a jury of their peers, and they could be eligible for this money. Prior to the administration saying it had agreed in principle to a deal to de-escalate in Iran late Sunday morning, Tillis said what he knew of the tentative terms doesn't make sense. He also pilloried Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, saying his missteps in Iran and the war between Ukraine and Russia made scandal-plagued former Homeland Security Secretary Christie, not to mention the fact she was Secretary of Dog Executions. She looked like a five-star recruit by comparison. But Tillis went from there. He reserved his most scathing rebuke for Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who secured Trump's endorsement last week, invoking infamous serial killer and cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer in his denouncement. To call Paxton ethically challenges to call Jeffrey Dahmer suffering from an eating disorder, Tillis sliced. This guy is an empty suit and will do us no service by being in the U.S. Congress, he went on to say, putting his full weight behind incumbent Senator John Cornyn, the Republican from Texas. And that's what we know for now. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, I'm David Moore.